In the previous video, we have already completed insertion part 1. So now we will continue the part 2. So here we have to change this URL. So remove the previous URL. So click this link in our channel and just copy the full URL and paste it here and go to our channel. We have to take our folder name, so that's why you go to the tools, file manager, upload files. Actually we have to take the folder of API where we upload our API. So this is the folder name API. So we have to write exact this folder name API, then enter a slash, then type a slash. Okay, so now you go to our API folder and create a insert API. So new file, name insert.php. so you must have to write .php extension. Okay, create. So our insert php file is created, and here we will write the necessary code to insert data in the data page. So before to create insert API, we have to create a table in our database. So database manager, phpMyAdmin, and click here, and there is an option create table. So we just type the table name as a person, and there is number of column. So in my scenario there is 4 column, so just select 4 and go. So first column name is ID, type integer, and AI, that means auto increment. Okay, name, email, phone number. Okay, email, phone number. Okay, type varchar, variable character, and length, max length 250, and phone number is around 20. So as we can see that our table is successfully created as a person. Let's click here, and there is a table ID, name, email, phone number, but there is no data. Okay, now we create a insert API to insert the data in database. Okay, I just copy the insert API code, PHP code. So now we have to modify this database name, database username, and password. So in the before lecture, I have already saved the credential of username, database name, and password. So I just copy from here and update this value, db name, database name, username. Okay, update this username and password. I will also share my PHP code, so no worries. Okay, remove this 3 line. Okay, now we have to update the column name. So our column name was name, email and phone number. So name, email and phone number. Okay, remove this 2 line. Okay, now there is a query insert into table name. So our table name is person. Then the column name. Now update the values, and these values comes from the Android application. Okay, our API is done. And go to the Android Studio and we create a interface class, name API interface. So here we use a post method to insert our data, and we need to create a model class, model person. Okay, we just create a model class, model person. So now add the serialization of column name, serialized ID, okay, now serialization for name, and this spelling is same as database column name. So I just copy from database column name and paste it here. Email, and phone number. So we create a variable for name, email and phone number. Okay, now we just set and setter and getter method, setter and getter, and select those 4 items. Okay, now our setter and getter method is created. So now we have to update this name. So just check what is our API file name, insert.php. So copy insert.php, paste it here. Okay, we just call this API from the main activity. Okay, we create a variable of API interface and initialize the API client. Okay, API client initialization is done. Okay, now we just create an object of model person as new person, model person dot set name binding dot name dot get text dot toString, and same as it is for email and phone number. Okay, now we call the API interface dot insert. We just update the method name, insert person, insert data. Okay, just type insert data and pass the model class. Okay, and give new callback. So there is two method, response, on response and on failure. In the on response we show a toast message that successfully inserted, and on the on failure method we just show a toast message that is failure. Okay, hopefully our insert code is done. Okay, now we have to take the user permission, internet permission. Okay, just run the code on our emulator. Okay, it's successfully built, and we just type the name, Tanvir, and we just checking our form validation is working or not. Okay, there is error message, then mail is required, it cannot be empty before submit. It's working fine. Phone number, this is the simple phone number. Okay, just press the submit and successfully inserted. So let's check our database. So refresh this database. Okay, we can see that there is a field, there is one field, name, email and phone number. Okay, let's check another example. Fahad at gmail.com and his phone number, and press the submit. Successfully inserted, and refresh this database, and another person is created. That's great. So our insert lesson is done. In the next lesson we will learn about how to retrieve the data from database. So thank you everyone.